What do she do? I do everything. I move everything.
I am not looking for clout, no. I knew I would figure it out, I knew. I took the millionaire route, running up.
Hey y'all, it's Priska Love here, back again with another DIY video. Today we'll be making Tinkerbell's costume, the dress, the wings, and the shoes. So keep watching to see the final product. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this. So I got this fabric from the local Walmart, and I thrifted this shapewear kind of dress that I'm going to use as the base for the outfit. If you don't have something like this, you can definitely use a bra. And I'm taking the main fabric that I have, this green fabric, and we'll just be attaching it to the bodice of just the top part of the shapewear. And as you see, I'm just going to be sewing it down. I just wanted mine to be kind of sturdy. But if you don't know how to sew or you don't have a sewing machine, that's totally fine. You can use fabric glue, or even if you're lazy, use a glue gun to just glue it to the top. And as you see, it fits kind of snug. It looks really, really nice. And I'm just kind of draping it on top and then just putting it on my body, measuring it, make sure it fits and falls the way I would like. And I did it all the way just at the top part, and I put it all the way together at the back. And I did this all just by draping it on my body. So here I am, just trying to measure out the length of where I'm gonna cut to kind of make the green fabric kind of look leaf-like, like Tinkerbell's dress does. Since she's a fairy, you know, she has leaves. But we're just, you know, cutting it in the shape and making sure it falls exactly where it needs to. And boom, look at it. It looks so good so far. And, you know, I like my dresses kind of short, so I had to, you know, do it how I like. But, you know, make it however you want and however comfortable. Now, the back part is kind of messed up, but I will fix that in the end and cover it with this pretty glitter tool. So I'm just going to... As my base for my Tinkerbell shoes, I just draped the fabric around and just kind of sewed around. Again, you can use glue to do this, hot glue, but I do plan on wearing these shoes again. So I will just cut off the thread so I can wear the shoes again for work. But we had to do what we had to do, and these are super comfortable. And I'm just cutting around the fabric. And then I didn't film this part, but in the end, I will put you can either use like the stuffing from a pillow to use as the ball that goes on the tip of the shoe. So the next part is the fun part. We're gonna make the fairy wing. So I have wire cutters here, aluminum foil tape, 16 gauge wire, iridescent wrap, and spray adhesive. And then I would definitely suggest using 14 gauge for the wire. It's way easier to manipulate and it's a little bit stronger as well. But you can easily use cardboard for the base you see here. I just used some board I found in the house. I drew the outline of the Tinkerbell wing, and you're going to use the wire to mimic what you draw. Tape it with the aluminum foil tape, and then in the end, it's going to all connect together. And you'll just use aluminum foil tape to like connect all the wires. You'll see what I mean. Just keep watching. Just keep watching. I just want to mention when doing this, it's best to, when you're maneuvering the wire, to make sure that the wire all comes to that initial point. Basically that little long part at the left, it all needs to kind of connect down there because that's what you're going to use to connect the two wings together. So for these short pieces, we'll just use more strips of the aluminum foil tape to adhere it to the sides, just making more veins that will be inside the wings. You will be able to kind of see this through the iridescent wrap. So try to make these strips kind of skinny so it's not too bulky, because you will be able to tell. Also, if it's too bulky, it's not gonna stay and it'll be really easy for the wire to slip out. So just keep that in mind. Also, with this aluminum foil tape, it just has a very weird feeling to it. It literally feels like aluminum foil, but it just has a sticky side. But on your bare hands, I had so many tiny cuts and slashes from using it. It is really sharp, so just be careful. Iron on, I think it was low heat I used. It's hot enough that it does something through the towel, but not too hot that it actually melts it. And I'm just going to press it and take it all along the wings until it's all together. And this seals it even tighter. And for the edges, I'm just going to use my little candlestick lighter. If you have like a regular candle, you can use that as well and just take the edges around that. Now here you'll see I did mess up a little bit because I burned a hole, which you will do. So try not to get too close, but I did fix it by just cutting a piece of wrapping and then, you know, re-gluing it back on. So don't get me wrong, these wings were really fun to make. It was my first time ever doing this, but it was so time consuming. It took way longer than I thought it would, but it was definitely worth it and way cheaper than buying it. So here, after the 2 wings are done, I didn't make my little stems long enough, so I'm gonna connect it, and I'm gonna use aluminum foil tape to connect that stem to make it a little bit longer. You can actually make this part a little bit thicker or at least closer together so that it fits a little bit better, but we're gonna bend the middle part, and this will make our back brace, which you can use to slide into your top, your dress, whatever you choose to use it for. And boom, look at it. So I'm gonna use my green fabric just to wrap around to make that more comfortable, and we have a pair of wings. It's definitely giving Tinkerbell. I'm so excited. Final tip to make your wings look like they're realistic, bend them outwards. But are you guys ready for the finished product?
Stop, wait a minute. The way you move that body, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. But please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. I wanna see what it do. Can I be for real? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. Let's dip a better here. Just my type.
I mean, do you guys see this? It really turned out wonderfully. You can't even tell that these wings were just slid into the back of my dress. But here is a close-up of how it looks, guys. Definitely comment down below if you like this look. Tell me if you think you're going to recreate it or if you'll do your own little spin. If you're going to do the fairy wings, let me know as well. I want to see it. Follow me on Instagram and tag me if you do choose to post it.
Let's dip a better here. Oh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. I just wanna chill.